Shelby parts on your Mustang GT like this GT500 spoiler on my 2019 Mustang GT. Should you be putting GT500 Mach 1 cosmetic parts on your Mustang GT, or matter of fact on your Mustang Ecoboost? Well, yes and no. Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing if you should be putting GT500 Mach 1 or any of the higher trim levels. So when the S650 Mustang comes out, the dark horse parts on your regular Mustang GT, or if you got the Mustang Ecoboost. And I think to me, it really depends. Right now, obviously, my Mustang is pretty much more or less stock. I've got some mods on it. I've lowered it. And I do have the GT500 spoiler, which kind of prompted this question actually, because I know this GT500 spoiler, or even before these kind of came out, the GT350 spoiler was very popular among the Mustang crowd, whether you had a Mustang GT like mine or the Mustang Ecoboost. A lot of people were running those. I mean, look at that GT500 spoiler. I think it looks very good. And this is not the OEM one. This is from eBay straight up, but it looks really good. I can't complain for the price that I paid for it. But of course, there is a stigma that this is called not really upbadging, but basically using parts from higher trim level on your Mustangs. And there are times when it's okay and there are times when it's not. One of the most popular mods that's been kind of going on is actually the front fascia conversion for the GT500 or even the Mach 1s now. I think 777 came out with a kit where you pretty much change the front fascia for the Mach 1. And in my opinion, the Mach 1 front fascia looks really, really good. But the question remains, so since putting the spoiler on, am I considered a poser for putting a GT500 spoiler or the Mach 1 handling pack spoiler on my Mustang? I don't think so, because the thing is, this is just a cosmetic part. Mach 1 does come with a 5.0, and I'm not putting a shaker hood or anything like that, where I feel like if you are changing the badge of the car, so obviously I have the 5.0 badge. If I was to change it to Mach 1, even though it does have a 5.0, that would be problematic. Or if you do have a Mustang Ecoboost but 5.0 badges, that in my opinion is the biggest red flag, and that should be something that should be flagged out, because that is what I would truly consider posing. Because here, anyone looking at this Mustang from the side view sees the 5.0 badge, they see the GT500 spoiler, but it looks pretty aggressive, right? Nothing about side view or any of the view for this car will kind of lead you to believe that this is maybe a Mustang Mach 1 or the GT500. Now, even for the front fascia, I know a lot of people are doing these conversions where they have the GT500 fascia, and to someone who knows cars, basically knows the GT500 does not have headlights like this. It kind of carries the headlights from the pre-refresh model. So this one would obviously be something that is unique to the GT500. While the kit looks really aggressive, and I did debate to get that, or maybe the Mach 1 conversion that 777 body kits has right now, I just feel like that is very close to making your car look like the original GT500 or the Mach 1, and that's where I personally kind of draw the line. Even though the badging is not going to be there, like if I was to get the Mach 1 body kit on mine, I would not put all the decals, I would not put the Mach 1 badging. Badging aside, the Mustang would pretty much look like an exact replica of the Mustang Mach 1, and that's kind of where I draw the line, because I feel like that's trying to be something that it's not. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's completely fine if you were to run it, and as long as you know that your car itself is a Mustang GT, there's nothing wrong with running a kit like that. Especially with Mach 1s, I have to say, since Mach 1 does have the same headlights and everything, it really looks really good, in my opinion. So as long as you don't put the Mach 1 badges, Mach 1 decals, or pretend at a car show, which is like the worst, I feel like, where you're at a car show and just kind of pretending that you have a Mustang Mach 1 or the Shelby, where everyone who knows about cars can easily tell it's not the real thing, and everyone who doesn't honestly does not really care. Although what I find really interesting is that the Mustang GT owners, myself included, are completely okay with the idea of putting a front fascia for the Mustang Mach 1 or the Shelby. But I know if you have a Mustang Ecoboost, unfortunately you get flamed for putting GT grill or something like that. That's considered upbadging, or trying to be a poser thinking you have a GT when you really have a Mustang Ecoboost. But it's somehow okay if you have a Mustang GT putting a Mustang Mach 1 bumper or the GT500 bumper. I don't make the rules, but I don't like how we kind of get away with it, but the Mustang Ecoboost owners kind of have to. get flamed for it. Now, I think to me personally, where I really draw the line is the badging, because I have the Mustang GT, comes with the 5.0, right? And to me, all of that is good. But if I was to swap these badges out, put a Cobra badge, even if I don't have the GT500 spoiler there, or I don't change the front fascia, I keep it as is, but start putting Cobra badges, that's when I start having issues with it, because then I'm trying to get people to believe that this is a Shelby when it really isn't. And like I said before, anyone who knows cars, who knows their Mustangs, no stripes, front fascia that looks like a Mustang GT, is gonna know that it's not a Shelby. So if I put a Cobra badging, everything stock, no one's getting fooled by that. So I think having this GT500 or Mach 1 handling pack spoiler on my Mustang is, at least in my opinion, is okay. I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. I know this is a Mustang GT. I've got 5.0 badges there. Still got the stock GT grill, basically. So I think most people who will come across this car at Cars and Coffee or on the road will probably know, even if they are car enthusiasts, there's not someone who's trying to be like a GT500 owner. They will know it's a Mustang GT with some aesthetic mods. In my case, just a spoiler. Now, I do want to get eventually a front splitter too, because I feel like it's missing that right now, especially since I've gotten the GT500 spoiler, which makes the rear end pretty aggressive, but the front is a little bit tame right now. So I probably won't get the GT500 splitter. It might be Mach 1 handling pack or Performance Pack 2 handling pack, because I do have the GT1, which I feel like just doesn't stick out as much compared to like a Performance Pack 2 or the Mustang Mach 1. Because I feel, looking at the car from the side view right now, you can really tell the spoiler is very aggressive. It makes the whole side view very aggressive, but the front is lacking a little bit. So Mach 1 handling pack front splitter or Performance Pack 2 style front splitter would really help set this car apart. Well guys, that's all I've got on that. I think it is okay as long as you're not pretending to be someone you're not. If you've got a Mustang GT, knowing you've got a Mustang GT, not trying to sell it like it's a Mustang GT500 or the Mach 1, you're okay. I'm 100% of the believer, as long as you're not changing the badges or trying to pretend at car meets, I think you should be fine. Because everyone, to be honest, has been running these GT500 front fascia. That, in my opinion, is a little bit different. But running a spoiler, running a front splitter is completely okay, in my opinion. I do plan on getting some wheels, and I've been eyeing some of the Mustang Mach 1 wheels or the Performance Pack 2, the SVE SB2 style wheels. So that would kind of put me back in the same category. We'll have the GT500 spoiler, PP2 wheels, and who knows, PP2 front splitter or Mach 1 front splitter. It will be like a mix and match of all these different cars into one. But of course, I won't be changing the badges, so it will still be a Mustang GT, just with different parts, kind of like the parchment car that Mustang Mach 1 is, to be honest. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and of course subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.